Our niche is we find videos that are out there by the millions before they go viral, and we tell you the stories behind them. What we found, and my background was in local news, was that local news has come through this period of time where it is shrunk in terms of resources, manpower, etc. But the time periods for local news have not shrunk. So if you tune in your local newscast, you see a lot of repetition. And we thought that was always at odds because there is more user-generated content out there in the world today than has ever existed. You have more information on your cell phone than has ever existed in the history of mankind. There's hardly an event that happens in the world that doesn't have dozens of cameras or cell phones trained on it taking video and being posted to the internet. There are hours of video being posted to YouTube every second. And so it seemed to be this real disconnect between a scarcity on one hand on the broadcast side and this explosion of news and information that was at hand. And so what we do is we cull through that so you don't have to. We cull through all the video that's out there to find things that are interesting, informative, funny, things you might want to share with your family or your friends. And we made that the basis for a television show. And then we went out to several different broadcast groups, Scripps, Cox, Raycom Media, and said, we have this idea for a television show. Are you interested in investing? And so they became partners with us in Right This Minute. And we began 2 years ago by airing primarily on the Scripps, Cox, and Raycom stations, which represented about a third of the United States. This past fall, we rolled it out nationally. And we're the #1 news syndicated show in the United States, ahead of shows like Queen Latifah that are produced by, Sony out of Hollywood. And we do it all from a little studio that we built in Phoenix, Arizona.
And what about the digital part of it?
We do two things. We take what's already out there in the digital world and we present it to a broadcast world. But one of the things that you'll hear talked about a lot about television shows is second screen viewing and interactivity, and how can we get people more involved in our TV shows by watching on tablets, by sharing information on Facebook, things like that. We're the model for that. We find that we have a website, we have mobile apps. You can watch Right This Minute, on your phone while you're waiting for a plane at the airport, video after video after video. You can watch the entire show. You can watch individual pieces. People who download our app tend to spend more than 20 minutes on it at a time. And a lot of times we find in the research that we've done, people watch the television show with a phone or a tablet in hand. And so they see a video on the TV show that they're interested in, they go right to the website, they can watch it again if they want to, they can hit a button, send it to a friend. And so I think we're kind of the poster child for social media on broadcast television.
And your monetization model is what?
Well, initially it was an investment on the part of the three companies who were interested in creating and developing programming that would air on their own television stations. The beauty of the model in taking it out to television syndication now is it's being sold to other broadcast groups, essentially to their competitors. The Fox television station group just picked up Right This Minute for 10 of its largest markets. And so right now we're operating on a barter basis the way every other television syndicated show will do. And the Fox deal will give us Monday through Friday clearance in about 85% of the country. We produce 2 half hours every day, an hour of fresh content Monday through Friday, 52 weeks a year. I don't think that's ever been done in the history of television syndication before. There are no repeats. And the idea behind the show and the production of the show is very simple. We have a group of people who come in and their job is to go online and find interesting videos. In the course of a day, we might find 200, 250 videos that we think are interesting enough that we could share on our TV show. We call that down to 25 or 30 that'll be in the show. We have 5 hosts, Beth Troutman, Nick Calderon, Stephen Fabian, Gail Bass, and Christian Vera, who come from all different walks of life. And when they come to work every day, they are greeted with a handful of videos that they alone are responsible for learning about. And every afternoon we sit down around a table, not unlike this table right here, and they share videos. the beauty is that only one host at a time knows what videos they're going to share, and the others react to it the same way you and I would react if I were saying, hey, here's a video, what do you think? And you would ask me questions about, oh, wow, where did that happen? Why is that? And we shoot that reaction in real time, and we do that 25, 30 times a day, and we cut that into 2 television shows that are distributed by satellite daily. Next for us right now is taking this opportunity that we've been given to be a national television show and to really, I guess, validate that broadcasters can come together, create their own programs, not only provide programming for their own television stations, but provide it to other broadcasters, and succeed so that they're not dependent solely on what's being churned out by the major studios and the major networks.